seen you around.
Would you believe that?
Fuck no. I'm like 5'7" and like proper hairy.
But if you weren't 5'7", are you 5'7"?
I'm 5'7", yeah. Is that
Are you
right?
sure?
And he'd call these candidates. And you know how people like to make themselves out to be bigger and more important?
Yeah.
So he'd be leaning back, bottle of Pepsi on his desk like that.
It's making me feel
And he was
sick.
just on the phone, he'd be like, hey, candidate. Yeah, listen, just got off the phone to Billy.
I know what you're trying to say.
Just got off the phone to Billy. He says he wants you on this project on this date.
Oh my
And he'd
God,
like, right.
so funny.
And then he'd finish the call and he'd be like, yeah. All right, I'll give Billy a call now. And then he'd get him right and he'd turn around to Ross and be like, hey, Ross, he said he could do it, mate.
I've had 2 coffees this morning, I'm on one. Do you know what it is as well? People are too transactional and they want now results.
Yeah.
They're not thinking ahead. And what makes an amazing recruiter, and if I don't say so myself, this is what I used to do, is you're thinking ahead all the time. You're not just looking for now candidates, now business. Great, okay, I can add that candidate to my future pipeline. Okay, somebody might have accepted a job now and you've lost them from your now talent pool, but I'm going to ring them in 6 months to see if they like that job because I might get them back on again.
This
has really riled me up, this has.
Trader Nessa is out.
I am out. So there's a hospital being built somewhere. And a woman from the admin team was basically shagging the site manager. Their place of choice to go for these rendezvous was Asda's car park in broad daylight. One of the boys from the site catches them because he's going to probably get his lunch in Asda. So they knew they were in the shit. They actually knew they got caught. She got really angry and annoyed and went back to the office, got him sacked.
Right.
But then she got sacked. But because she was getting sacked and she was obviously really pissed off, she decided to go onto the system and she deleted every single person's induction from the site. So the whole project.
Oh no, that's got to be hundreds of thousands, if not millions of pounds.
No one could go on site. Never fuck over a woman, right?
Yeah.
What's the worst nightmare toilet situation for you?
Where
you're going to go to a public toilet?
When I interviewed for my last full-time gig, I got walked through the office after when I came in for the final, and I noticed a toilet door on the sales floor. And I remember seeing it, gents and ladies.
Well, that was directly
on the sales floor, as if it was literally here, yeah? And someone sat here and there's a toilet there. And in my head, I was thinking to myself, a little bit weird, but let's get the offer first and then we can work out the toilet situation. So this is a post by someone who is a trainee recruitment consultant. At the end of 2025, I sadly lost my dad. Something no one can really prepare you for is the feeling of losing a patient. Being only 20, it hit me incredibly deeply, knowing all the special moments my dad will miss in my life. If you knew my dad, you'll know he was truly one of a kind, the most caring, loving man, yet so brutally honest. He was a fearless leader, never afraid to take a risk if he believed in the outcome. So when times feel a little bit tougher, to be more David is more important than ever for me to remember. If there's one thing about losing my dad has taught me, it's this: live your life to the fullest. Make that career move. Buy that car you've been going back and forth over. Go for the property you keep seeing on the market and telling yourself is out of reach. Start the business you're worried won't be successful enough. Book that holiday you keep putting off. And most importantly, don't be afraid to say yes to things outside of your comfort zone. These are all the things my dad said yes to. Life is so short. P.S. If you're looking for your next career move, we are currently looking for recruiting sales executives to join our team in Port.
Do you know what? I think I've seen this post.
Wow.
Can I quickly go and blow my nose? I know that's not very professional.
Blow it there.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah.
Sorry for the audio.
Anything goes,
My
Rosie.
You might want to take your headphones off, Tom.
Yeah, Tom, there's a noise coming, mate. And this will be a nice little clip for you.
Yeah.
Before my nose falls out on set.
Oh, stunning.
I did say I was going to walk away. Yeah, thank you.
Heard that in 4K.
Right. 4K nose blow. He sent the email over with the CVs with the subject line, have that you. Because it was that sort of office. That's just how they spoke, right?
Yeah.
And said manager at the time, pure, in absolute delight at the fact that these rocking or shit CVs have turned up, has gone, open the CVs, looks good, looks good, looks good. Right, forward.
Oh, fucking hell.
To the clients without changing the subject line whatsoever. And when I tell you this client was one of the big 4 consulting firms, it was like, it was bad. And apparently the colour just drained out.
Imagine
from
the
this
client,
manager's face.
oh my God, the client got an email and it said, have that, you
With his CVs that he's obviously been chasing up as well, right?
That's fucking brilliant.
And not one shared spoken word.
Was it just catching each other's eye and then
like the Turkish lads were always like hep hep, which I think means here here, and then like the Russian geezers didn't say a word. They were just like huh, yeah, that possible. It was like like that. That was basically it because no one spoke the same language.
What
right?
were you doing?
I was speaking full English.
Oh, were you?
I was like,
that is such a isn't that such a British thing to do? Mate, and they're like, I haven't got a fucking excuse me what you're saying. He is on the verge of being sacked, right? He probably should have been sacked a while ago, but he's on the verge. But out of nowhere, he walks up to the board and chalks up this huge fee, like 54k, and he's high-fiving everybody in the office. They're like, yes, Bob, you got this. You saved your job. He's like, come on, Bob. And then he comes in one day, right? And he's like, lads, I'm going. Fed up with this place, being treated like shit. I've come in to say bye. You know, I love you all. I've come in to say bye. And they're like, mate, you know, why are you going? You've got a 54k fee about to come in, shitloads of commission. Well, you know, one of my candidates out of the blue got an email from the director of this agency just saying test. And he was like, I'm shocked. I can't believe it. It's so unprofessional. It's not on. I'm not up for that. The ethics are wrong. Oh, I'm not in it for the money, me. Not in it for the money. Don't care about the money. I'm more about the principle. I'm going. So he leaves. Later on, the director comes in, tells the real story. And they start looking on the database at the back and forth with this one candidate. And they're like, something ain't right here. The candidate email was made up. It was Bob. That is mental.
The best thing is the 54 grand on the board.
Woohoo! Well done, Bob. And do you know what made it for me is, not in it for the money, mate. Not in it for the money.
COVID working from home etiquette. They had to join a Zoom call at 9 a.m. every single day that ran from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Turned your cameras on, turned your audio on, but you had to turn your speaker off so that like you couldn't hear everything, but they could hear what everyone was doing on the various different calls. You had to put in the chat when you were going for a piss.
What the hell?
You had to put in the chat if you were stepping away to open the door or get a glass of water, get a coffee. You had to update it in the chat so that they could track it and log it.
That is insanity. Were they bored or something?
All I kept on thinking was, this ain't Gogglebox, bruv.
I'll be honest. I'm going to go in on this person. People like you are part of the reason why we have a real fucking issue with people not selling in recruitment anymore.
Oh my God, I saw this post. Yes, go.
Cold outreach without consent, ! My third call this month. How do they obtain your data? I choose who I give my mobile number to. I don't use a work mobile. I use my personal mobile, and it isn't listed on any public websites. It feels underhand to me, and any sales unprofessional, and she's put the in brackets. Using this platform is not someone I'll engage with. This type of outreach will damage relationships before they even begin. In my opinion, a complete disrespect of my privacy.
She is absolutely, completely smoking crack. Working in recruitment, you must understand that contact scrapers or contact enrichment tools exist out there. So you must understand the concept of it.
Lusher is not breaking the law. You think that's unprofessional. It worries me for the state of your team and your branch. You're in the wrong job, hun. What might happen? It says I might be shadow banned. So then I'm like, what the fuck? I've been shadow banned, so I'm not going to match with anyone now. Or like banned for life. So I contacted customer services. I'm on live. It's a fucking Saturday afternoon, right? I could be doing way better things with my time. I'm on live chat to somebody, like talking about like if I'm shadow banned and how I get out of it. I had to like fill in a contact form and everything. So I'm like waiting for this response, and then eventually I get this response. I'm like 3 hours in at this point, right? And the woman's like, well, I think it was a woman anyway. She was like, no, there's nothing wrong with your account. So basically there was nothing wrong with my account.
No one was matching.
No one was matching with me. I was convinced. I was Googling, like, how do I unshadow ban? How has it happened? I was like, this is a travesty. Like, it's hard enough meeting somebody, but I wasn't shadow banned. It's just no one had liked me, basically. And they're like, we want you to interview all the temps one by one and ask them, is that your poo?
And see their reaction.
What is going on here? Like, you're showing me pictures of a turd on the floor. Is this your poo? Do you know what I mean? So everyone said no. So the site manager removed all the workers anyway, because it had to be their fault. Do you know what I mean? So got rid of all the temps.
Wow.
And then, like the day after, a contractor called in that had been on site and said, by the way, I forgot to mention at the time, but I had a bit of a bad stomach on Monday and I accidentally shit on the floor.
We actually need one of those buttons in that voice for basically everything. We need one that's lazy recruitment, don't do it. Get on the phone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Or just like a Britain's Got Talent buzzer.
Yeah.
You know, the one where they're a no?
Yeah.
I'm like, do you know what? I'm going to get this one. For the season 2, I'm getting this one.
Fuck, it's a great idea.
And we're going to leave it there.
Yes.
So we can slam it when we don't like something.
Yeah, and then should we get a golden buzzer in? And then we can have something that takes the
Tom,
wind
do you
in.
reckon we can get like thing, you know when they press it on Britain's Got Talent and all the gold sparkles come down from
Confetti
the ceiling?
bombs.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
Is it in budget?
In budget.
Yeah, we're on season 2, we're levelling up.
Yeah, I love it.